Have you ever walked into a room and felt the stares? Not because you said anything. Not because of what you wore. But because of something deeper, something unexplainable? People whisper. They stare. They wonder how you do it. How do you stay so radiant, so youthful, so full of joy, despite everything you've been through? Chosen ones, this message is for you. Have you ever walked into a room and felt an energy shift? The conversations pause, eyes follow you, and you sense the curiosity in the air. Some people smile, drawn to you. Others seem puzzled, unsure of why they are paying attention. But one thing is certain, your presence does not go unnoticed. This is not about vanity. This is not about outward beauty in the way the world defines it. This is something deeper, something sacred. It's the glow of a chosen one. You see, chosen ones carry a different kind of light. It's not just the way you look, it's the energy that surrounds you, the peace that radiates from within. And that glow? That happiness? It shocks people. Think about it. You have been through trials, heartbreaks, and disappointments that could have left you bitter. You've walked through fire that could have destroyed you. But instead of breaking, you transformed. Instead of becoming hardened, you softened. And that choice, to rise instead of fall, to forgive instead of hate, to keep going when others would have quit, has shaped you into someone extraordinary. This is why your presence is powerful. You do not carry the weight of anger, resentment, or regret on your face. You carry peace. And that peace is what makes you stand out. People don't realize that happiness is not about circumstances. It's not about money, status, or achievements. It's about the soul. And when a chosen one walks in alignment with their purpose, with divine love and grace surrounding them, that happiness becomes visible. It manifests in your face, your body, your very being. Have you ever been told you look younger than your age? That you have a glow and energy, a presence that seems untouched by time? This is not just genetics. It's spiritual preservation. The world ages through stress, worry, and negativity. Fear lines the face. Resentment weighs down the body. But chosen ones? They carry light. And that light acts as a shield against the wear and tear of the world. It's not about physical beauty, it's about radiance. A light that shines so brightly that it confounds those who don't understand its source. And here's the thing, the world has tried to take that glow from you. Life has tried to steal your joy. People have tried to drain your energy. But you, chosen one, have something within you that cannot be extinguished. That is why some admire you. And that is why some resent you. Because your light is a reminder of what they have lost, or what they never had. Have you noticed how people react around you? Some are naturally drawn to you, as if your presence alone gives them peace. They confide in you, even if they barely know you. They feel safe in your energy, uplifted by your words, and comforted by your presence. But then, there are others. Those who seem to be irritated by you, even when you've done nothing to them. They question why you're so happy. They try to find flaws, to poke holes in your joy. They project their own insecurities onto you, not because you've harmed them, but because your light exposes their darkness. And chosen ones, listen carefully, this has nothing to do with you personally. It has everything to do with the fact that your energy is pure. And when pure energy enters a room, it disrupts everything that is false, negative, and inauthentic. That is why people either love you or feel unsettled by you. Because your very presence forces them to confront their own spirit. Now, let's talk about your happiness. Because that, too, is something that shocks people. We live in a world where suffering is normalized, where stress is expected, and where negativity is often louder than love. So when you show up smiling, when you walk with peace, when you refuse to be shaken by the chaos around you, people don't know how to handle it. They wonder, how can you be happy when life is so hard? How do you still smile after all you've been through? How do you remain kind in a world that is so cruel? And the answer is simple. Because you are chosen. Your joy is not from this world. Your peace is not dependent on circumstances. Your light is not something that can be taken away by what happens around you. It is something sacred, something eternal, something that is given to you by the divine. And that, chosen one, is why people are shocked by you. So the next time someone stares at you a little too long, the next time someone asks, "What's your secret?" the next time you feel the energy shift when you walk into a room, remember this: it's not about how you look. It's about who you are. You are light in a dark world. You are peace in the middle of chaos. You are proof that happiness is not something that can be bought, but something that is cultivated from within. And that is what makes you different. That is what makes you chosen. Have you ever felt like people are watching you a little too closely? Not in a negative way, not always with bad intentions, but with a sense of curiosity, like they're trying to figure something out about you. Maybe it's the way they hesitate before speaking to you. Maybe it's the double take when they hear your age or when they see how happy you are despite your circumstances. Maybe it's the quiet envy in their eyes when they see how effortlessly you carry yourself through life. Chosen ones, let me tell you something important. The world is shocked by you. And for good reason. People love to put others into categories. They like to assume things about you based on your background, your struggles, your circumstances. They expect you to be tired, to be bitter, to be broken. But you defy their expectations. You don't look like what you've been through. And that confuses them. Most people wear their pain on their faces. The stress of life, the burdens of their past, it shows in their posture, in their expressions, in the way they speak. But you carry yourself differently. You move through life with a lightness that is rare, with a peace that is almost unnatural. And that's because your spirit is not weighed down by the world. This shocks people. Because in a world that teaches people to expect suffering, you radiate something else, something divine. Let's be honest, your life has not been easy. The enemy has tried to break you in every way possible. You've been through betrayal, through rejection, through seasons of loneliness where you wondered if anyone truly understood you. There were moments where you had every reason to give up, to turn cold, to harden your heart. But you didn't. You kept going. You chose love when the world gave you hate. You chose faith when doubt tried to consume you. You chose happiness when sorrow knocked on your door. And that is why people don't understand you. Most people become a product of their pain. They carry resentment, they let their hardships define them. But you, chosen one, are different. You use your pain as fuel. You transform it into wisdom, into strength, into a deeper connection with the divine. This level of resilience is rare. And because it is rare, people don't know how to process it. They think, how can you still smile after everything you've been through? But what they don't realize is that your joy does not come from this world. It comes from within, from the divine presence that walks with you. Let's talk about something deep for a moment. Have you ever noticed how some people seem uncomfortable around you? Even if you've done nothing to them, even if you've treated them with kindness? This is because your energy exposes what is hidden in others. Your light reveals their shadows. Your peace unsettles their chaos. Your happiness reminds them of the joy they lost. For those who are on a similar frequency, your presence is a gift. They feel safe around you. They feel uplifted, seen, and understood. But for those who are running from themselves, who are trapped in negativity, your very existence is a challenge to their spirit. This is why some people act strangely around you. It's not you, it's them. They are feeling the contrast between your inner peace and their inner turmoil. Some people will love you for it. Others will resent you. But either way, they cannot ignore you. Let's face it, most people settle. They settle for negativity, for stress, for mediocrity. They believe that life is just meant to be hard, that joy is temporary, that happiness is something reserved for the lucky few. Then they meet you. You with your joy. You with your unshaken spirit. You with your glow that makes no logical sense. And suddenly, they are faced with a new possibility, that maybe, just maybe, life doesn't have to be as hard as they've made it. You show them that happiness is not about what you have but about who you are. You show them that peace is not found in external things but in a connection to something greater. You show them that despite trials, despite hardships, a person can still walk with light, love, and purpose. This is powerful. And this is why you leave people speechless. There is something else that makes people take notice of you, your path. You don't chase things the way others do. You don't move out of fear, out of desperation, out of ego. You are guided. Your steps are ordered. You listen to your intuition, to your divine calling. And because of this, your life unfolds in ways that others don't understand. While others are struggling, forcing things to happen, you move with grace. While others are trapped in cycles of stress, you flow with peace. And when people see this, they wonder, what is it about them? Why do things seem to align for them? Why do they carry such confidence, such certainty? The answer is simple: because you are chosen. Because your life is not random. Because your path is divinely designed. This is why you shock people, not just with your happiness, not just with your youthful glow, but with the very way you exist in this world. So, chosen one, the next time someone stares a little too long, the next time you feel the energy shift when you enter a room, the next time people question why you are the way you are, remember this: it is not about you personally. It is about what you carry. It is about the light within you. It is about the fact that in a world full of doubt, darkness, and fear, you stand as proof that something greater exists. You are a reminder that happiness is possible. That peace is real. That being chosen means moving through life with an energy that cannot be ignored. And that, my friend, is why the world is shocked by you. Have you ever wondered why, despite all the challenges, you are still standing? Why, no matter how much people try to bring you down, you always seem to rise? Why, even when you walk through the darkest valleys, you never truly feel alone? Chosen one, the answer is simple: you are divinely protected. There is a force surrounding you, watching over you, guiding your steps, even when you don't realize it. There are battles you never had to fight because they were won on your behalf. There were traps set against you that never worked because you were covered. And this protection? It is not ordinary. It is supernatural. Let's be real, you have been through some things that should have destroyed you. You have faced betrayals, rejections, and challenges that could have broken your spirit. You have been surrounded by people who pretended to love you but secretly wished for your downfall. And yet here you are, still rising, still glowing, still walking in purpose. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why? Why did you survive what others didn't? Why did the plans of your enemies never succeed? Why, despite everything, do you still have peace? It is because you are chosen. And chosen ones are protected in ways that most people cannot understand. There were moments where you thought you lost everything, but in reality, you were being redirected. That relationship that ended? That friendship that fell apart? That opportunity that slipped away? It was divine protection disguised as loss. You didn't lose. It was removed to make room for something greater. Chosen ones don't lose people. They get delivered from the wrong ones. Have you ever noticed that the stronger your faith, the more opposition you face? The more you step into your calling, the more resistance you encounter? This is not a coincidence. This is spiritual warfare. The enemy does not attack what is not a threat. If your life had no purpose, no divine calling, you would not be experiencing so much opposition. But because you are chosen, because you carry something powerful inside you, forces beyond what you can see are working against you. But here's the part that will give you peace. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Yes, weapons may be formed. Yes, people may rise against you. Yes, you may feel the pressure. But nothing that is sent to destroy you will succeed. Because you are covered. Because you are protected. Because what is meant for you cannot be taken away by anyone or anything. Think back on your life. How many times did you take a different route and later realize you avoided an accident? How many times did you feel an unexplained hesitation before making a decision, only to later realize that hesitation saved you from disaster? How many times did you feel something pulling you away from a situation that looked good on the surface but would have led to destruction? That was divine protection. It wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was guidance. It was your intuition, your spirit, your guardian angels, whatever you want to call it, leading you away from harm. And this is something most people don't understand. They think protection only comes in the form of physical safety. But divine protection goes beyond that. It protects your mind, your heart, your energy, your destiny. It shields you from the wrong people, the wrong opportunities, the wrong choices. It closes doors that were never meant for you, no matter how much you wanted them to stay open. And sometimes, that protection comes in the form of rejection, delay, or redirection. But one thing is for certain, you are never walking alone. Chosen one, I need you to hear this. Not everyone can go where you're going. Not everyone is meant to walk this path with you. And that is why people have left. That is why situations have changed. That is why your circle has grown smaller. Some of the people you lost, they were not meant to stay. Some of the relationships that ended, they were distractions, not destiny. Some of the jobs you didn't get, the opportunities that slipped away, they were beneath what God has planned for you. And at the time, it may have felt like you were being abandoned, like things were being taken away from you. But in reality, you were being protected. Because not everyone who smiles at you has good intentions. Not everyone who claps for you wants you to win. And when you are chosen, there are people who will try to attach themselves to you, not because they love you, but because they want access to the favor on your life. And so, divine protection steps in. It separates you from those who are secretly plotting against you. It removes those who would drain your energy. It shields you from situations that would have delayed or destroyed your purpose. Chosen ones are not just protected from harm. They are protected from distractions disguised as opportunities. One of the most powerful things about divine protection is the peace it brings. You don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to seek revenge. You don't have to constantly look over your shoulder, wondering who is against you. Because when you are chosen, your enemies defeat themselves. You don't have to lift a finger, your battles are fought for you. The people who try to harm you will eventually expose themselves. The doors that are meant to open for you will open without force. The right people, the right opportunities, the right situations will find you. Because when you are protected, you do not have to chase. You simply align. This is why chosen ones have a different kind of peace. It's not a peace that comes from circumstances. It's a peace that comes from knowing you are covered. And that peace, that glow, that unshakable happiness, that is what makes people wonder about you. That is why they are shocked by you. Because in a world full of stress, full of fear, full of chaos, you stand in the middle of it all, calm, secure, and untouchable. So, chosen one, if you've been wondering why things always seem to work out for you, even when the odds were stacked against you, if you've been questioning why certain people left, why certain situations didn't go as planned, why some doors remained closed no matter how hard you knocked, understand this: you are divinely protected. There is a force greater than you, working on your behalf. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to see the full picture. All you have to do is trust that every delay, every rejection, every redirection is part of a bigger plan, one that is designed for your highest good. So walk in peace. Walk in confidence. Walk in the knowing that you are chosen, you are covered, and no harm can come near you unless it is allowed for a greater purpose. This is why you are different. This is why the world is shocked by you. And this is why you will always rise. Let's be real, some people love your energy. They admire your presence. But others? They don't know how to handle it. Some will envy you. Some will doubt you. Some will even try to bring you down. Why? Because you represent something they don't understand. A soul at peace. A person full of joy. A life that radiates light despite the darkness around them. Visuals, mixed reactions, some people smiling, others looking skeptical. But chosen ones, hear me clearly, that is not your burden to carry. You are not here to dim your light to make others comfortable. You are here to shine. Now let's talk about something important. How do you maintain this glow? How do you protect your peace? Here are 3 things you must remember. 1. Protect your space. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Be mindful of who you let into your life. 2. Guard your thoughts. What you focus on becomes your reality. Keep your mind on things that uplift you. 3. Stay close to the divine, whether through prayer, meditation, or simply connecting with nature. Keep your spirit aligned with your higher calling. Because chosen ones, your happiness is not just a feeling, it's a responsibility. So to you, the one watching this, the one who has been feeling different, who has been feeling watched, who has been wondering why people react to you the way they do, let me remind you, you are chosen. Your happiness, your youthful energy, your peace, it's all a part of your divine assignment. Do not be afraid of your light. Do not shrink for anyone. Keep shining. Keep glowing. Keep being you. Because the world needs your light now more than ever. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more spiritual guidance. Share this with another chosen one who needs to hear it. And remember, you are not alone. You are chosen.